my YouTube channel. If you are here, welcome to the party, baby. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome, sweetheart. So in today's video, I am going to talk about my childhood traumas. And yeah, I just feel like I am ready to talk about this. I've been wanting to talk about this really, but now I couldn't do that because I didn't see. As I was saying, I've always wanted to talk about this because I just felt like I am ready to speak about this whole thing. But I told myself, Uguti, I'll be able to do this when I'm at rest, when I'm alone, when my roommates are not here yet, you know, so that I get enough space to be free and speak about this. I couldn't do that at home because now I won't be able to, like, to be free, you know, because Bazongi's anyway. So yeah, we are here, it's happening. I come in bare, as you can see, no makeup, and also with me opening up. This is me being I don't know, I just forgot the term, but this is me being vulnerable, yes, with you guys. And this is me being like talking about my deep shit that I just feel like I'm ready for it. So whatever it is that you're gonna think about me, that is okay. And yeah, man, I come in raw, I come in bare, I come in, you know, everything raw. No. Anyway, I really hope you enjoy this video. And I'm not sure if I should say it's trigger warning or not, but hey, bro, I don't know anything about those things, so I am sorry if it's gonna trigger some of you, if there's anything that I'm gonna say that's gonna trigger any of you guys, but I don't think there is. I doubt. So yes, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to do the things. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and join the family so that it's even happy. Yeah, and enjoy the content. Yeah, so without wasting your time, guys, let me just get like straight to the video because I yeppa too much. So I don't know if it's gonna rain, but it looks like it's gonna rain or whatever. But anyway, even if it was hot, I was gonna be drinking coffee. I don't know if you've watched my previous vlog, my recent vlog, guys. Yeah, like I drink coffee, and it's not even a joke, you know. Yes, I have my diary that has points on what I'm about to speak about, and reason being, I'm saying the reason why I wrote things down is because I don't want to forget, and I don't want to just stray away from the topic at some point. If I, you know, stray I was okay, this is where I left off, so let me continue from where I left off and whatever. I don't know if I'm making sense because in my head I'm not. I am not. So let's just begin with, so basically let me just, I'm speaking about the effects, yeah, the effects of my childhood traumas in relationships, in friendships, and what I say in my life, probably in my life as well, but like, yes, these people are part of my life. Yeah, so I'm basically speaking about the effects of the childhood traumas in my life, my relationships, my friendships, and whatever. So yeah. So according to Google, according to the internet, but I'll try to just put the definition somewhere here. Yeah, hopefully here, because I really don't have time to explain what childhood traumas are, but in short, they are serious adverse childhood experiences, right? I'm not sure, can they be good? Because mine are like bad, but like I feel like there's like the good side of it, you know. So yeah, that's just that on that. I'll just put on the definition here, or just, you know, so that y'all can see. You can pause the video and read the definition so that you understand better what childhood traumas are, right? I also didn't have like much information about this whole thing until I spoke to a friend, and then I literally unpacked, because at first I just didn't think these were childhood traumas. I was not well informed about this whole thing, right? So we are learning as we go, right? So don't charge me, please don't. So firstly, like, I would love to say this, and I feel like this is in a good way, but at the same time it was bad then, but like it's in a good way. I don't know if this is a childhood trauma or whatever. So the effects of my childhood traumas, one of them is, okay, yes, oh guys, this is gonna be hard. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen, but I find it hard. Is serious, you know. I find it hard because I'm someone also as a joke. So when it's time to be serious, like boring. Okay, not boring, but yeah. As I was saying, Uguti, one of the effects that I really like appreciate now, I appreciate is the like being independent. I don't know if that falls under it, but like I feel like it does, because one, growing up I was always deemed as the smart child, you know. I was never offered any help at home. Like, honestly, I was never offered any, especially when it comes to into the scholar. And I feel like that's what groomed me to be the person that I am. Yes, I feel like, okay, no, according to my family, I've been umtano spoiled, but I did like, it wasn't like that, you know. I feel like Uguti Ukokwami just did things to make sure that we are okay, and you know, everything we wanted and needed, we got it. But like in terms of like being helped, I was never, guys, I don't remember Kaya and asking for help for homework. And it's not because I was like I thought Guti, nah, I don't need help. Nah, I was always deemed as umdana who doesn't need help, umdana who's smart, who can do anything. So like with that, it led to me like being very much independent. Even now, I've said this a lot, that I don't ask for anything at home. Gieres, I'll panda my own money and get it. Even when I was spoiled, according to, you know, my mother's side of the family, I still used like imali that I got, or whatever that I got, to do my own things, you know. The only thing I would ask for, obviously, because ngumntana is imali ekeri, but like in terms of school, in terms of, guys, meetings, no one attended like meetings for me at school. If it's time to fetch a report, no one was there for me. And I'm speaking in terms of, I hate this, fuck, I hate this, I hate this, I do, fuck. Cuts. I really hate crying, and it's too soon, right? It's too soon. So because I have glasses in my eyes. Anyway, in terms of okay, in this case, I would not entirely blame my grandmother. I believe Uguti, she did everything that she could so that we have like a better life, go to school, get fed, have clothes to wear, you know, and everything we needed, we got it, ne? But I basically so I had a father. I still do have a father. I know I say a lot to I'm an orphan to people and my social media, whatever, because that's how I feel like, right? So I feel like an orphan because even though I stayed with my father and my grandmother, of which my grandmother was always at work. You know, if she worked we supermarket. So like people about seven supermarket, mostly they work Monday to Monday, and then she would like get off days and Sundays twice a month, right? So obviously I can't blame that person. Like, she was always busy, and the only person I had who I believe was able to attend my things, he was able to go to meetings, was able to fetch my report for me, register me at school, of which it's someone who vele he was supposed to do that, because why the fuck would you bring me on earth and not do certain things for me? And some things, it's not about being like, I kind of like understand abantwana who like feel like ubaba who's just there financially is not ubaba. You're just giving me money, but like you're not entirely there for me. You don't ask me about my well-being. You literally don't care. The only thing you care about is giving me money, and you think uti rights, like ubaba rights, and it's not like that. So back to my point, it's the fact that uti no one was there to attend meetings for me. If there were meetings at school in Bafuna Bazadi, I did not have that. I would always have to ask my friends, to ask their parents ukuthi bebekhuluma ngani kwi-meeting. And with what's this, with ukulanda ma report, you know, sometimes the primary, they would not allow you to take your own report. They need umzali. It got to a point where I had to, so I've always been like this bubbly person and whatever, so I would ask abazali babangani bami to take the report for me and whatever. And yeah, my father was there, guys. My father was there all the time. He just literally didn't care about anything that had to do with me, right? And also, so I feel like, no, not that Guti, I feel like I know Guti, all this thing of me doing shit for myself came from that, right? I had to register myself at high school. I had to do almost everything for myself, like with regards to Inter a scholar. I attended, like, guys, I'm just lucky that I had friends whose parents did not mind to do things for me. So yeah, you know, there's some things that you can't do for yourself. So yeah, that's like, I don't know if that's a childhood trauma, but like for me it kind of feels like it, because I had to learn to be independent at a very young age, like primary school, child. And I'm not even speaking about finances. I'm speaking about ezinyizinto, like I mentioned, there are things that need umzali, and you have umzali, but he's not really there. You stay with low umzali lawyer, but he's not really there. He's not working. He just chooses not to do shit for you, right? So yes, whatever. Okay, that was like my point number one. So let's move to number two. Disclaimer, I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm just here to speak my truth and how I feel and how shit affected me and how shit still affects me and my whole life. So forgive me if y'all feel like I'm bashing anyone here. I just want to say that, okay? The second one is being an apologetic. I am such an apologetic, guys. I really am. People abahlezi, like people who know me personally would tell you, people who dated me would tell you, I am such an apologetic. Unless be talk zikike, like someone I know, they wouldn't even see it like that, you know. So yeah, so with me being an apologetic, it stems from home, right? Obviously from home. So it was a thing, Aguti. I was always blamed for shit I did not do, even if like this things I did, but like I was almost like always blamed Ekaya for izinto, be it who didn't wash dishes. It will always be now I have to be okay. So like I got used to that thing of just saying sorry just for peace sake, right? So at home it was like me, like before, right? So at home it has always been me, my cousin, a male cousin, my father, and me. Yeah, why invite me guy too? My grandmother, my father, my cousin, and me, right? So endlini. Let me just say my father, and like I said, I'm not here to bash anyone, but there are times where I felt like I was okay. There were like favorites, Ekai, right? And I feel like Ubabami favored my cousin more than me. I feel like there were times where I felt like, okay, this guy hates me. Like, what did I do? You know, if there's something maybe that has to do with my mom, because I look like my mom, you know. But at some point I felt like my father hated me. Like ubengafuni my cousin to do anything but kwenze mina, you know. So I'm one person who's stubborn, and I take after him and my mom. I'm very much stubborn, so I just didn't allow him to just push me around and do whatever. So I've always been like an apologetic, because I was always in the wrong. I was always the one obe blame for shit that I did not even do. I was the, like, if there's something wrong, the first suspect would be me, even if I didn't do anything. Like, I'm saying, like, I just keep repeating the same shit. Like, what the fuck? Hi. This like affected my relationships and a bit of my friendships, because I always apologize. Like, even though I'm wrong, I admit very good I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong, and I admit good I'm wrong. But like, especially in relationships, I would just say sorry for peace sake. Like, all the time, be like, okay, I'm sorry. I would admit, isn't this wrong? No man gazenzile. Like, if someone, like, for example, my relationship, like my past relationship, this guy would like blame me for things I didn't do. Like, for example, Ngatin, let me think of one of the things he actually blamed me for. I'm trying to think. Like, when I'm emotional, I can't think, but oh, okay. Like, he would always say, okay, we had a problem, Oguti, I am inconsistent, you know. So he would always say, I am inconsistent and everything. And when I ask, okay, dude, tell me, what is it that I'm inconsistent with, so that I can try and, you know, redeem it and do better. And he never said, Wuti, yini le engi inconsistent ngayo. And in the end, I would end up saying, oh, okay, I'm sorry for being inconsistent. That time, I don't know, Wuti, what is it that I'm inconsistent with, you know. So it affected that. And also, there's a story that like pains me till today. I remember there was a time where, so like I said, I stayed with my grandmother, my cousin, and my father, right? So my cousin moved Wahamba Wayagubo, so I was left with my father and my grandmother. And Shempek's story, my father and I fought a lot. Like, we fought a lot because we are both stubborn and asfun sonke, like agafuno munyu kulalelo munye, you know. And I mean, I'm one person, if something is wrong, and I address it like I tell you, if shit is wrong, I don't like it, I don't, you know. This is like this is one of the stories, as in Genzang realize Guti, I like, what can I say? Uguti, this apologetic amu usugapi. I remember there was a time like the 31st of December 2016. Yes. So there was my grandmother Besimisa Spezela. I don't remember what was happening. And that time she couldn't walk, you know. So we went to the hospital. It was me, my father, and his girlfriend or something, whatever, and my grandmother. So I was the one responsible of my grandmother, basically. Like, I've always been, you know. So we went to the hospital. I remember she was in a wheelchair because she couldn't walk, right? So we had to start at the clinic. So the clinic is same yard. So if any one of you knows in Natal Spruit Hospital, is it Natal Spruit? Yes, I think in Natal Spruit Hospital, you would know. So there's like the clinic inside the hospital. I think with most hospitals, I don't know anything about hospitals. Anyway, we had to start at the clinic. We went to the clinic. I stayed with her. She did whatever she did. And then now, because it's the 31st, this guy, and by this guy I mean my dad, this guy Uchachile, you know, I don't know who's maybe Uchachuguti, groove, hey, whatever. It's the 31st of December. And I remember him holding the thingy, my grandmother, we wheelchair. And there's like the ramp, right? It's the ramp, and I had my grandmother's like bags and plastics and whatever that she came with. And then he dropped her. Like, I don't know if it will make sense. So obviously the wheelchair is heavy because the personal silicone is heavy, you know. So when you go down get ramp layer, you know, you have to go slow and push back a bit, but you know, so that the person who's in the wheelchair doesn't fall over. So what he did, he pushed, like he went straight with the thingy, with the wheelchair, and my grandmother was not holding, because she's, you know, she was not holding anything because she's comfortable and she's, you know, indoda impaired impushayo, and then she fell gobuso. And the first person who was blamed was me. I was literally far from I was literally far from the thingy. Anyway, I was like far from the wheelchair, but I was the first person to get blamed. Guti, I'm the one that dropped her, and all of us were just shook. Guti, how am I responsible for her falling off the wheelchair, but I was not holding the wheelchair? So it just didn't make sense, and that shit still fucks me over till today. Like, I don't really think about it, but now that I do, I cry, because, ma'am, sir, how? You know? So that is like the most recent thing that I remember about my father, because he was the only one that blamed me for shit, you know? So it's like one of the most recent things that I remember. It's not recent, 2016, but like I still do remember it, and it still hurts. I've become who I am because of shit that he did to me, because of things that he blamed me for. Engazenzanga at all. So literally, you blaming me for your own mistakes, you know? So yeah, guys, I am trying so hard not to be an apologetic. Like, I am trying so hard, and it's not easy. Like, well, guys, why am I saying my people? My friends or anyone would know. I just say sorry for peace sake. I just don't like fighting. I don't like arguments. I don't like conflict. I avoid by all costs. Like, I avoid it as much as I avoid getting angry, you know? So yeah, let's just move. Please, let's move. This is deep. Like, what I am about to speak about now. What I'm about to say now is very deep, and this has been a thing that people always wondered. Not that I'm doing this for, no, but like, this has always been what people wondered. Ubuti, what's happening? Why are you like this? You know? Why are you like this? I'm gonna tell you now. So right now, the effects, how this is like the major thing, and I couldn't just start Gaio. I just didn't wanna. I don't know. It was not on top of the list. Relationships, men specifically, like, because, you know, but like men. So you would ask Uguti, why don't I really believe in relationships? Why ngajolanga kakhulu? You know, like, most people bajolile primary. Most, I'm not saying everyone. Most people bajolile primary, bajola like high school, maybe when I'm a boyfriend out too, not like same time, but, you know, have exes. And people, when they count exes, I am turning 22 this year, but I literally have one ex, according to me. You know, I'm saying according to me because that was like the relationship, like, you know. The other one was just in high school and then whatever. But like, if we count that one, I have two exes. Yo, please don't mind my nail, it broke. I don't have that, and it's hard for people to believe me. I really don't know why. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because I'm cool. Anyway, I've always been someone who doesn't really believe in love. Can I say I don't believe in love, or I don't believe in men? I don't know, but like, relationships, they're not for me. And it's not Uguti I chose Uguti. Nah, they're not for me. No, it's how can I put this? It's how I've always seen men, or a man in my life. doing shit. Okay, let me rephrase and say it properly. So this stems from who? Like, I'm still thinking of a way so that it makes sense, right? Okay, with me, okay, I don't necessarily believe in men or relationships or whatever. I fail to put my guard down and believe in indoda. I've always said I believe in indoda, but I honestly don't. Reason is because whatever. Anyway, the reason why I don't believe in this whole thingy, this whole concept of relationships, is because of how I've always seen my own father. As I'm still thinking of how I can put this, is because of how I've always seen my father being a womanizer. I tried saying it in a respectful manner, but I am failing. Anyway, so yeah, it's how I've always seen my father being a womanizer. I am sorry, child. Yeah, if he sees this, I'm sorry, but this is mainly about me. Anyway, it's how I've always seen my father as a womanizer. So basically, a womanizer, like I think you all can tell, someone changes women, that constantly changes women, and not Gucci. No, like constantly changing women. Do you feel me? So, hence I've always said, Gucci, if you are from a family where there's umama no baba and they're happily married, you are bound to want that. Like, you believe in that automatically because that's what you see at home. So with me, it was like a whole different thing. I've always seen my father with like different women. It has stopped now, I believe. But I've like every single time, when a person brings a woman, okay, now you settle them, like, okay, there's this one. They introduce you, this is my child, this is my daughter, this is my mom, whatever. Next week it's another one. The other week it's another one. The next week it's another one. It was like a pattern, to a point where my grandmother and I would just be like, how can I put it? If there's a lady that's being introduced to us, we would just be like, hi, we don't want to speak to you, like, because it's not because we are being rude or we were being rude. It was not because of that. It was because it's like we are used to the shit. The other time like the next week so it's just exhausting to us. Like we just didn't care anymore. We it was just exhausting, so the whole concept of relationships got ruined me at a very young age. Like, I think I was still in primary, if not high school. No, I was still in primary, probably grade 6, grade 7. Olapo. So he literally ruined the perspective of my relationships. I don't believe there's any guy that's gonna love me fully. I don't believe that. I don't believe there's a guy who is in a relationship with you and with you alone. I always believe there's like someone out there. There is someone out there, or I don't know how, So I just don't know. I'm in a relationship. I don't know how I'll do this. There's a friend who suggested that I go see a therapist, whatever, unpack, whatever. I would do that, but still, I think it's gonna be hard for me to believe in it, because I've never believed in it. It's like me having to do something for the first time and like do the opposite of something I've never done. I don't know if I am making sense. It's like magic to make gogi banana not really for the rest of your life, but try gogi banana. Like a banana, switch shoes, like wear your shoes like this. This is not normal to you. Like, this is not normal according to the society. So to me, being able to to be vulnerable with men. I failed because I'm not comfortable. Pushing it, I'm no longer, but anyway, I'm not comfortable with that because I also feel like Futi umfana we will use that against you. And Mina, with me, I feel like I meet my father in every guy I date. Like, and when I say dates, I mean like umjolo, not like hi, how are you? We're gonna date. No, like in every guy, the person I've dated, the two guys I've dated, I met my father in them. Like, there's a part of my father I've seen in them, like being like gaslighting, always wanting me to apologize for shit that I didn't do. Do you understand? Like, I feel like I always meet my father in men that I date, like a part of him in each one of them, if not like, you know, many aspects or whatever. Ngikhuluma kakhulu, guys. Ngikhuluma kakhulu. For those of you who thought I've been hurt to an extent, I don't want him Jolo. I've never been hurt. I've never been hurt. Manje break from I've never been hurt. I just don't believe in relationships. I feel like relationships take a lot from me, and I try to give it my all, but I know I'm fully not there. Even now, like, I am emotionally unavailable. I don't want anything to do with men at this point, you know. So, yo, guys, my reason is, I feel like it's deep for me. It is deep. It is, and it's gonna be hard to unlearn this shit. It's gonna be hard. It is gonna be hard. Can we move now? Now I'm tired of speaking. I wanna lay on my bed and watch whatever shit that I wanna watch, because this topic annoys me now. And also another effect, which is like the second last that I could think of, that I could write down, is the fear of being ignored. Like, I fear being ignored. Like, I would literally cry. Like, just don't, like, it's basically not really the fear of, because I actually thought I had the fear of being forgotten. It's there, kancane, but like at some point I just don't care anymore about that. But like being ignored, please don't ignore me. So this stems from a silent treatment I would get from my father. Guys, everything that has to do with my childhood traumas, it's mostly because of this man. Okay, so I would get silent treatment. Like, for example, if I supposedly did something wrong, or I did something wrong, if there's something wrong that I did, I'll get ignored. Like, I remember, and when I told the story, I did tell the story about me being kicked out at home. So I remember at the time I was like, okay, so my grandmother died, right? And I was left with my father and the girlfriend and whatever. So one girl, material girl. So before I was kicked out, I was ill-treated kabuhlungu, and it's not even a joke, you know. I was ill-treated kabuhlungu to a point where I think I did speak about this, so I don't want to repeat shit kakulu, but like to a point where I was not given food, I was not cared for like in any way. No one cared about how I felt, how I am, how's school, you know, because in most cases my grandmother basically was my mother. So most kids mabashonelwe or mama baba or someone close to them, some of them don't cope at school. No one, like literally no one cared ukuthi is everything okay at school, like are you okay? I was a kid who always stayed in the dark, because I've always been fond of friends, like I've always been that person, but I just did not do that anymore. I was always alone. I was in the house, I was staying with people in the house, but I felt alone. I was not spoken to. I was ignored. Apparently there's something when they told Abadala, apparently I was disrespectful. I don't remember being disrespectful towards anyone, because now like I don't know but I was this close to being kicked out. So how the fuck would I be disrespectful if you know? So apparently I was disrespectful. I was not doing anything. Whereas I cooked, like, guys, I cooked every day. Every day I cooked, and like, it's just a lot. So I was ignored. I remember there was a time I went to my friend. I went to visit a friend. They took my phone. And when I left, they were not there. Like at all. So I couldn't report. Like, I'm one person like literally if you want nothing to do with me, so be that. Like, I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna force any communication between me and you. I'll just let you be and be myself. So I went to a friend. I went to visit a friend. I don't have a phone. I left. There was no one at home, so I just left. I come back first of all. Okay, I go to my other friend so that ngizokwazi phone and ask okay, baguphi. Now I'm forced to speak to these people, but they were not speaking to me. Apparently they went to my elders, whatever. So when I come, like, when they asked, was like, how was I supposed to tell you as an I don't have a phone, you took my phone and so tell me, how is the whole communication thing like supposed to work? Because I don't like forcing bonds, so they were mad. Like, guys, it was like that. I was not so I fear being ignored. Yes, like, it's not nice, especially by a boyfriend. For example, my ex would tell you, he would literally ignore. Like, I would tell him, Guti, I don't like being ignored, and he would do it intentionally because Guti he knew Guti was gonna hurt me. Like, he would literally ignore me in nice. So, and I would cry because I don't like being ignored. It's not nice. I don't like it. I know how it feels. I know how silent. Is it silent? Yes, silent treatment feels like. So I hate it so much. I don't. So if you're my loved one, don't do that. If you do that, I'm gonna cut you off. And I'm serious. The last one of which almost everyone that knows me can attest to this. I have bad communication skills. And this also, I don't know, I just find it hard also to say how I feel at that moment. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yes, I'm one person of una magashint ubega straight guti. Okay, this is it. But at the same time, I don't know, I feel like ngiyazi contradict her, but to me it makes sense. I feel like kubantu engibajwayele kakhulu. Like, but there are people where okay, I don't like this is wrong. But there's two sides. Like, okay, with this is wrong, I can say it. I don't like it, this is wrong, but not entirely. But also, I can't communicate my feelings. I try so hard to make people around me happy, even though it puts my emotional health, my financial health, or whatever, financial health, but my financial emotional, okay, not really emotional, but gets strained. I do, guys, I don't really have abandonment issues, but I just try to make everyone around me happy. Like, because with me, I know I'm going to be happy by myself. So let me just try to make sure these people are happy. Right. Like, even if I'm not happy now, but I'll be okay. So it's hard for me to communicate if we have like an argument. I don't like this, you don't like that. I'll end up saying, okay, it's fine. And then be apologetic and be like, okay, I'm sorry, apologetic. I am sorry, it's fine, whatever, we move. For what? For peace sake. But it puts Bani at a bad space. Me. Like, I can't communicate about how I feel. I recently started, and I did say this in my sit-down video, one of my sit-down videos, and said, I'm trying to speak about how I feel at that moment without even like caring lo muntu lo ufila kanjani. I did try it with a friend though. I did, and it worked out kancane, you know. But sometimes if there are no results to some things, to some processes, to me it feels useless. Like it just feels useless. So yeah, I am still trying though. I am still on a journey of trying to communicate better, and yeah, I am trying. I also try not to make people happy while strainer my health, you know, while ilimaza mina in any way, you know. If it harms me, I should just, you know, leave it. But yeah, there's so much I want to speak about. Like, I wish I could bring someone I know, Uguti. All the time when I go through something, like, and I speak about shit, they'd be like, stop this, stop it, stop putting people first, stop stop putting people first. Because guys, I value friendships so much, but at the same time, but yeah, I do. So I'm gonna try by all means to make you happy, even if young limas, I mean, even if whatever. So yeah, that means we are done with the video. We've reached the end of the video. Oh my god, I didn't like cry much because and when I cry I can't speak, so hence Ngiba, you know, just try to joke a bit, to make jokes so that I don't cry, so I hold my tears back. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope I didn't stray much from the topic. I just hope now you know me better. I believe now you know me better. But you know me better. Gizoba better. I'll try to better myself and unlearn things. But anyway, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, guys, let me just leave, and until next time. Yes, until next time, guys.